Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. 2 runs coming from that over. Sri Lanka are 128 for 4. Finds the fielder with that shot. Dug that out well. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Pakistan managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Edged, what a ball.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Rizwan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Huge edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. Shah from the pavilion end. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. There's a chance if it hits. Was quick onto that in the infield. Bold, stunning delivery.
And the departing batsman bowled for 73. Sri Lanka are now 142.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
End of the over, just one off it. Sri Lanka are 142 for 5. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. 6 runs added there. Sri Lanka are 148 for 5. Doesn't beat the infield. And finds the inside edge. Well bowled. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Misses everything. That's the over. Sri Lanka are 150 for 5. Ralph from the nursery end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Couldn't get it through the field. Edge, but it drops safely. On that nicely, good defence. Pakistan managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Straight to the fielder. Edge, amazing delivery. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum. Edged it. Edged. What a ball. Oh, nicked. That's going to race away. Finds the edge. Ralph ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Good fielding out in the boundary. Edged, unplayable. Edged. Massive outside edge. Nicked it. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Ralph from the nursery end. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Edge, but it drops safely. That was a lovely punch down the ground. It's in the gap, and there should be a few on offer here, maybe 3. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Finds the fielder with that shot. Ralph has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. timed that perfectly.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Edge, amazing delivery. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged, what a ball. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Finds the edge. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka 175 for 5. Azam into the attack now from the nursery end. Edged. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Silva, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more. Rizwan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Square cut, finds point, no run. Massive outside edge. Over Sri Lanka, 184 for 5. edge, but it drops safely. Rocks onto the back foot, and that is just beautiful.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Edged it.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Edged. What a ball. That's the over. Sri Lanka are 192 for 5. Azam from the nursery end. Nearly gets the edge. Azam with a great delivery there. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Edge. Amazing delivery. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Nicked it. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
That really wasn't a great delivery. It was seen early and dispatched.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
The delivery was poor, but it still needed to be put away. And what a lovely shot to bring up the 4.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help you switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one. Top-class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Edged, unplayable. Gets that away.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Got that away nicely.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 9 runs added there. Sri Lanka 234 for 6. Too full, should get what it deserved.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. Was quick onto that in the infield. Couldn't get it through the field. Drilled that one away. End of the over. Sri Lanka 243 for 6. Azam from the nursery end. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. No. Terrible shot. Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Azam shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings. But all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Can't get that outside the ring field. Over the infield with a cracking shot. 5 runs added there. Sri Lanka 248 for 7. Swept away but finds the fielder. What a shot. They've bludgeoned the ball across and over deep mid-wicket for 6. Absolute power.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. How will the bowler respond?
Doesn't beat the infield. Edged, unplayable. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. End of the over, 10 off it. Sri Lanka 281 for 7. Misses everything. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Got it away brilliantly. Just a flick of the wrist at the very end.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Power and precision in that shot.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Got to get the length right, the line right. It was all wrong. Crashed away for 4.
That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Azam from the nursery end.
Tikshana watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Nicked it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
They need 1 to win.
Edge, amazing delivery. Perfectly timed.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment. This has been a famous victory. For much of the match, we didn't know who was going to win, but in the end, a deserved victory.
Either way, just brilliant play to win it at the death. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage and see you next time.